Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of CampusCare EdTalks. EdTalks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. A topic for the day is developing communication skills that makes teaching much more effective. And for the same, we have with us Dr. Nandita Kathuria, ma'am, Principal of Euro International School, Gurugram. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, dear. Heartfelt good morning to all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here on a very short notice. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
The pleasure is all mine, dear. Thank you so much.
So, ma'am, let's start off with the session now, shall we?
Yes, please go ahead.
So, ma'am, firstly, when we talk about the communication skills that we are talking to, develop among students, so what are communication skills for you? How do you see it?
See, the communication, like when we are able, when we are capable to communicate with either with others, whether it is a peer member, whether it is a colleagues or superiors and staff. So essential thing is required is what that are communication skills, no matter what industry you are in. So this ability only, that how you convey your feelings, your expressions, your thoughts effectively are communication skills.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. So moving forward, ma'am, communication skills. How important is it for the teachers and the educators to be a good communicator so that the students can understand that?
See, according to me, fundamental to teacher and student success is the teacher's ability to communicate effectively with students, parents, and peer members. Without good communication skills, teacher disable the learning process as well as their own abilities in the career mobility.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving forward, so do we have any provision for communication, like for workshop for teachers? How do you
Yes.
think can these can be improved among the teachers and all?
See, this is a very important and initial part of being a teacher. So nowadays, every school have their own schedules in which training are given to the teachers and are divided into schedules, proper schedules. So every single school is providing training programs to the teachers just to improve their communications. And if suppose they are getting such training programs, workshops, and seminars, teachers are, if suppose they are getting, so they, yes, for sure, the skills are improving a lot. As per AICTE, if I'm talking about AICTE norms, so there are many modules. Those are specially designed for the which aims at providing interactive MOOC learning experience and enabling the teachers to acquire skills in communications.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, do you think when we, do you agree with this that there is a need, for a better communication between the parents, also the parents and the teachers?
Yes, we think because it is mandatory. If suppose a teacher wants to communicate or wants to tell something to the parents related to the students, so communication is required a lot.
Yeah.
It can be in any form. It can be like through PTMs. It can be through like WhatsApp. It can be like through any technique. But yes, a communication is needed a lot. So if suppose we are talking about the improvement of the communication skills, so there must be some learning programs for the teachers, for the students, and for the parents as well.
Absolutely, ma'am. But there are, some parents who do not have time for the PTMs and all. So, is there a way that, the educators can, improve the level of communication without PTM? And how often the PTM should be, in your point of view, how often the PTM should be organized?
In if I'm talking about my group, Euro group of the school, so we are holding PTM every month. Why it is so? Because having relationship with the parents is utmost important thing. Through parents only we are able to understand the behavior of the students, how they are working, what is the curriculum, means they are following the in their homes as well. So communication is required a lot, but it can be, suppose if I'm talking about the COVID time, we cannot have physical PTM. So schools use e-technology. We hold it PTMs through different platforms. So this is like how we can communicate our messages to the parents and how we can deal with them.
Yeah. Absolutely, ma'am. So back to, the topic, developing communication skills among the teachers. So how can, good communication skills improve efficiency in students? How can you think that the teachers, when they have they do have a good communication skill, obviously, but when we
Yes.
develop, much better skills, how can it be a good thing for the students as well?
See, as an educator, we use many, techniques to inculcate good communication skills among the students. So one of the major thing is use of the technology. If I'm talking about this, so in this era, we know that technology has become an indispensable part of the education system. So there are, a lot of audiobooks which are a viable option for improving communication skills. And next, we also encourages active listening, which means that the listener is trying to understand what the speaker has to say, correct, as opposed to just listening to the reply. And open-ended questions must be there in the form of the seminars, in the form of the workshops. So we basically follow these kinds of things just to improve the good communication skills among the students. And teamwork practices is again an important practice, again exercise important, which should be given to the students. So here in Eurogroup, we organize different GD group discussion sessions, workshops, seminars for the students, where all these techniques are we are using for just to improve the communication skills of the students. Yeah.
Sure. So, ma'am, in your school Euro group, so how was the, communication during the pandemic? If you would like to share with the audience.
Yeah. During pandemic, we also holded many kind of sessions like group discussions and workshops, seminars. We had talk shows also for the students. So we organize these talk shows through Zoom meeting and Google Meet only. Here, what the students came on one platform and they come on the panel discussion on any given topics. So by these kind of activities, by extempore, communication skills can be improved, and we use these techniques in the COVID time only.
That's really impressive, ma'am. So, lastly, ma'am, when you just told us a lot of things that why, communication is important, how can we improve it, and how is it good for the parents and the students and all. So, what do you think will happen if, some school or some educator doesn't work on these communication skills on, from their end for the parents or the students, anybody? So, are there any
See,
bad, yeah.
and now in this era only, everyone has to work on communication skills. If suppose, uh, if I'm talking like about, if we take an example regarding to any school, so if they are not practicing or if they are not giving these kind of activities or exercise to the students to improve their communication skills, so that means there is a lack of of the career, means this become a career hurdle. They are not able to compete with the outside world, because this is the utmost important factor. Though we know that our mother tongue is what it is, Hindi, but communication skills are very much required to compete outside the world, right? So we have to do, and every school has to follow and has to actually work on these practices to improve the communication skills of the students and of the parents.
Absolutely, ma'am. It is, indeed very important for everybody. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am, for being here again. It was a pleasure to
You're
have
most
you here.
welcome.
I hope you too did enjoy
Same
the
here.
session.
Yes, same here. Yeah, thank you so much, dear.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And for all the viewers watching us out, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.